Thank you for watching Edupedia World Videos. In this lecture, we will talk about material determination. Material determination, also called material substitution, is a technique provided by SAP to allow you to substitute one material for another during the processing of a sales cycle. The technique is really useful for providing solutions for a variety of day-to-day business requirements that demand material substitutions. Here are a few real-world examples. Replacing an obsolete, discounted material with a new one so as to avoid entering an order that erroneously commits the enterprise to sell a discounted material to the customer. Automatically substituting the agreed upon alternative material in order when the original ordered material is out of stock. You can use material determination to automatically substitute one material for another, or to propose a list of alternative materials for the user to select among. Further, the substitute material either can replace the original material on the main order line or can be added as a sub-item to the original material in the order. With material determination, not only can you substitute the materials, but you can also check the stock availability for the original or substitute material and control whether the storage is to be transferred to the MRP for the original or for the substitute material. Material determination and automatic product selection make a great combination. With this combination, you can replace the materials and can also check whether the customer has agreed to the replacement. You achieve this using the product attributes fields available in the customer and material master records. And now we will take a closer look to maintaining material determination records in SAP ERP system. You can maintain the material determination record by using transaction code VB11 or by following the SAP Easy Access menu. Logistics, Sales and Distribution, Master Data, Products, Material Determination, and double-click on Create. Transaction code VB11. Now you see the material determination overview screen. To maintain the material determination record, choose the key combination for which you would like to maintain the material substitution. In our example, we will use A001, which stands for the material substitution based on the material number. Now press Enter key on your keyboard to go to the detailed screen. On this screen, you maintain the original material on the left in the material entered column and enter it substitute on the right in the material column. You can enter a reason for the substitution in the reason column and enter a validity date for your material substitution record, date from and date valid to. A substitution record controls the overall substitution process, including whether substitution will be automatic or manual, and whether it will be included at ATP check. We will cover in detail the reasons for substitution along with the customization setup for material determination, and it will be a little later in our lecture. The material functionality also allows you to maintain more than one substitute in your material record. If you see the checkbox alternative material, when it's selected, this means that more than one substitute material has been maintained for the entered material. Now it's unchecked. This checkbox is really helpful in situations for stock shortages, because you can maintain all the alternative materials in the required prioritized sequence in the VB11 record. The SAP system then replaces the original material on the order with the next available material, alternative, in stock. So we will use one example. We will enter material entered, and we will enter substitution material. We will use proposed reason 006. We will use the same reason in the item category. And press enter. Now double click the required substitution entry and you will be provided with next screen. Here you can maintain all the alternative materials in the sequence in which you want them to be determined in the sales order. After that, you can check MRP indicator. And after that, press Save button. And one more thing about checkbox MRP indicator. This checkbox plays a vital role in controlling the transfer of material shortage to SAP's planning application. When this checkbox is selected, the shortfall for 3 quantities after successful substitution run will be for this material. So we will not check this checkbox. And we will press back button. Now we have covered the benefits of material determination in sales and distribution, and how to maintain the condition record for material substitution. Let's move forward and take a closer look at the customization settings required to set up the material determination in the SAP system. Before we start customizing the material determination, it is necessary that you know the scope of customization, and you also should be able to evaluate the complete end-to-end substitution process. Answering the following questions will help you determine the scope of customization. What is the purpose of the material termination? Do you need material termination to offer an additional sub-item to the main item, such as discount coupons, promotional flyers, and so on? Or do you need material termination to perform material substitution for the main item in the sales document, such as a new material substituted for a discounted material? Next question is, how is the substitute product going to be determined? This question points to the termination rule. Will you need to substitute products according to the material entered into the order, the material group, or any other material attribute? This helps you decide the fields you need to include in your condition tables. Next question, is it possible to use an existing setup, or do you need to create a new one? Standard SAP provides substitution condition type A001 and item categories TAPS, TAX, along with the schedule line category CX and PP to handle the material termination in orders. Before you set up a new customization entry, always make sure to check whether this existing setup is available out of the box in the standard SAP. Next question. For what scenarios can a substitute be offered? How many and in what priority can substitutes be offered? And for which material is the shortage to be reported? Next question. Is there any seasonal or time factor involved in substitution? For example, material X might be substituted for by its specially packaged holiday version, material Y, during the Christmas season, whereas to the rest of the year, the substitute might be alternative material Z. Next question. Do you need to configure the product attributes? In cases where you customize or picky about the substitute material, you may want to configure the product attributes as to consider customer consent before substituting the material on the order document. Next question. What material number will you print on documents such as order confirmations, deliveries, invoices, and so on? Will it be the number of the original product, the substituted product, or both? And answering these questions will help you to make correct customization. Now we're ready to move to customization process for material termination. Customization for a material termination is based on the condition technique. You start with setting up the termination using the condition technique, followed by defining the substitution rules. You then also perform item categories and schedule line categories setup, provided if standard item categories TAPS and TAX along with the schedule line category CX and PP are not sufficient for cater to your business requirement. Since we have discussed the condition technique in detail in one of our previous lectures and applied it a number of times while configuring various basic functions such as pricing determination, partner determination, text determination, output determination, so we will just summarize the material termination customization and focus on substitution rules customization. So to customize the material termination, you must follow next steps. First step, set up a condition table for material termination. Second step, set up the access sequence. Third step, set up material termination types. Step number 4, maintain the material termination procedure. Step number 5, assign the material termination procedure to sales document types. Step number 6, create the substitution reasons. So now we'll take a closer look to each of these steps. So first step in customization, set up a condition table for material termination. To create your own material termination key combination, go to transaction code SPRO. Click on SAP reference IMG. Go to Sales and Distribution. Basic functions. Material termination. And click on Maintain prerequisites for material termination. The menu path will take you to the Choose Activity screen listings, where we can see the steps for setting up material termination using condition technique. Select the activity for Create Condition Tables from the screen to set up your own condition table. You can use numbers greater than 500 in your condition table, or you can leave this field blank and SAP automatically assign the next available number from the customer namespace from 501 to above. And after that, you need to select required fields as per your business requirement. After that, you need to generate your table and press Save button. After that, go back to the SAP Easy Access screen. We will continue to talk about next steps in customization of material termination in our next lecture. Thank you for watching a Upedia World videos.